I thought they like in my head, oh, they live in New York. They're not in New York. They're filming in. And then because the back, they did good sound, CD sound.
Hmm.
You ready?
I'm ready. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Are you changing your voice?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Back.
Welcome back
At
to
the
Do You
kata.
Do You Even Binge?
Do you even
Do you
binge on
even
a bench
binge?
at
On
a park on your phone, watching something
I can't
over
watch.
and over, hanging out like this on your subway or behind the Uber? I think I binged before on my phone, just like hanging that without even like I was not paying attention to the my surroundings, and I was
Hmm.
just focusing on what I was watching.
That sounds about
And I
right.
did not finish that show.
Did you miss your stop on the bus?
Yeah, I did. And I'm glad I'm not a person that rides a bicycle on the bus because I would have left that bicycle there.
Have you ever done that before, or almost? Maybe no.
Ah, I think I had trouble putting the bike on the bus. Luckily, there was another bike guy. He put the bike for me.
That's the number one reason I never rode the bike and took the bus, because I was afraid I would hold up the bus by my ignorance of not being able to put that bike on the bus.
And then like that
I was
little
like, I know I'll mess it
that
up.
little lady right there, man, in the green.
Yeah.
Man, if she's lucky, if she sits in the front, she can watch over her bike. But if she's
Oh
way
yeah,
in the
somebody could
back,
take
somebody
it.
will just take it.
Yeah.
The bus driver gonna do just bang the glass. Hey man,
Honk honk.
that's Mrs. Monterey Park.
Yeah, I can't binge on my phone. I can't watch anything really over a couple minutes on my phone. Although when we were when we went to Europe a couple weeks ago, I binged on my plane. On the plane we had no internet. Now usually there's no internet over the Atlantic Ocean for that period of time, but I'm usually asleep by then. But this time there was no internet even when we were across the US. What's up with that?
Oh, actually, I think we're flying over like the northern part of Canada first.
It didn't even work when we were flying over LA, getting out of California. It was so frustrating, and I had to watch my downloaded. I watched Hacks the first. Actually, I watched all of season 2, and then some of season, almost all
So
of
give me a good
season
reason
3.
to ask for another house next time. I might pay for the internet twice on my phone and my tablet. I'll
Yeah,
show the
Felipe.
receipt.
Felipe.
2 more houses, please.
Felipe complained about other several things on our KLM flight, and you get a little house. Can you pull up the little Dutch houses, KLM houses? They give you these little houses, and they're filled with gin. It's a little tiny house. It's maybe, I don't know. Oh, see, there's
That
one person holding it in their hand right there. That's the perspective of it. It's I don't know, 3 inches tall, 4 inches maybe, and it has a little capped off, sealed off chimney or pipe coming out of the top, and that has gin in it. But nobody ever drinks it. They collect these things, and there are 105 of them right now. They put one out every year on their anniversary, and or their birthday, I think in July. So we just missed the newest one, the 106th one.
I think if I would have fall off the wagon and turn into an animal, start partying hard, I'd probably drink them all and learn Dutch that night.
Learn Dutch then. I've been trying to learn
And learn
Dutch
how
for
to
the last
make
year.
stroopwaffles. Something I
Stroopwafel.
will never eat.
I hate stroopwafels.
Stroopwafel, if you don't know, it's just like the thin layer, like getting like the thin part of a waffle, adding delicious caramel, and then killing yourself by putting M&Ms and sweet corn nuts and pretty much anything you want to put on it. But
I don't find them delicious. I like waffles. I don't like these things because whatever that, it's like cajeta in the middle.
cajeta,
It's
yeah,
more like
tres
that.
leches.
It's not really syrup. It's more like cajeta. It's like caramel with something mapley in it, and it's I think my teeth start to ache before it hits my mouth. Like when I start to take a bite, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. I back out. They sell them everywhere. I think only tourists eat these. I don't think real Dutch eat these things.
I know. I've never seen a guy walking around going, "Man, my friend, I know a better place."
You know what, Evan? Look up hagelslag. It's I don't know how to spell it really. It's Hagg. Yeah. Sprinkles. Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
you found it.
yeah.
Hagelslag.
Oh man, my first time
This is
I went
gross.
to Amsterdam. I
Everybody
had
eats
no
this.
idea what that was
Yuck.
because I was at the breakfast every morning, um, by myself. I guess. Yes, angry. Um, so I was everybody was I was eating toast, and then I took a little box of that right there, Nutella, a little box,
It's a
took
little shaker.
a little shaker,
Yeah.
but I was eating it like this,
It's yeah,
like there was Skittles.
I don't know if Romel, if you'll
Yeah,
stick a photo of this in the final result. Our great
yeah.
editor Romel over here, who everybody gives him a shout out. They don't know his name, but they give him a shout out because they like the editing of this podcast. So,
So
but yeah, it's sprinkles. It says chocolate sprinkles all over white bread.
so when I was going back home from Amsterdam,
Hagelslag.
getting back to my story,
Sorry.
they didn't let me finish duck soup
I'm
story.
sorry.
Um,
Mushroom
mushroom
story.
story. I was eating. I saw Natasha Leggero. She had just arrived to do the same show I did, and then she told me that he goes, I got a bunch of these little boxes. They're real good. He goes, you know what they're for? I have no idea. She said you gotta toast it up, put butter, and then sprinkle it on top. And I went at this. Damn, I'm
None
right
of
here like a poor guy.
I've never seen any of them toasted though. They're white. I mean,
Yeah,
they're just plain white raw white bread.
yeah. They put butter in it. You know what's better than that? It's fairy cakes from Australia.
Oh yeah, fairy
It's
cakes
white bread with
similar.
butter and
Those are birthday sprinkles,
yeah.
basically, right?
No, it's fairy cakes,
Put
fairy bread,
Australia. Fairy
Australia.
bread. Fairy bread is what it is. Yeah,
It's like some poor
that's
shit
it.
people eat, man.
Yeah, it is.
Toast with butter and
And birthday
actually not even
sprinkles.
toast, just like
It's
that.
just raw bread,
They
white
sell
bread.
that everywhere. They serve it at birthday parties.
They eat this for breakfast. We're talking about with the Fosters. Beer.
And I'm like when I found out about it, I found out about I was watching a show and I go, man, I live in the best country in the world. We put butter and sugar, that's it.
I don't put
Or
sugar.
cinnamon if you want to get fancy. Or jelly, man. We have sprinkles.
No sprinkles. Get that out of your head.
I'm gonna make one of those with during Halloween with black and orange
Oh, that's a cute idea. I won't be eating that.
witchy cakes.
Uh, welcome back to Do You Even Binge?
Do you even binge?
On this
Food?
day, we're gonna do a little history. We always start with a little history. It's July 23rd, by the way. I know we pre-record this as we let you know. 1984, July 23rd, Vanessa Williams, the first Black Miss America, resigns after Penthouse publishes unauthorized nude photos of her. And these are not the nude photos, but that's the beautiful Vanessa Williams. But she lost her role as Miss America pretty soon after they picked her. Somebody published those photos. I think Penthouse, whoever took the photos, it was like her when she was young and didn't have money, and she's trying to, make it in Hollywood. And she took some photos, just like Madonna did and other people did. And then that person, the photographer, is like, oh, I remember shooting that girl years ago. And he posted them, or he sent them to Penthouse, sold them to them, and they published them. I don't think you could do that these days. I think you'd get sued at this point, right?
Not if he owns the photos properly. I don't know.
Maybe,
she
but
signed a paper.
they were unauthorized. Yeah, who knows what kind of release she signed, but she also was not an actress or singer at that time. And you'd have to say that the scandal probably catapulted her a lot farther than if she had just been Miss America for a year and, moved
Yeah.
on.
Then she started singing.
Yeah, she got a singing career. And then she had, she was acting. She's in a lot of stuff. She was in Ugly Betty, the American version, right? The America Ferrera version.
Yeah, and she was in that movie with Wesley Snipes and Judge Nelson
Judd Nelson, Wesley Snipes. What movie?
and
Oh,
Ice-T.
oh, oh, Gangs of New York. No. What's that called? The one with Christopher Walken?
No, that's
No.
and also who else is in it? No,
Mm.
there it is. At the bottom, New Jack City.
Oh, New Jack City. That's what I'm thinking of. I said Gangs of New York.
Still New
I
York. You got it
meant
right.
I meant New Jack City. I forgot about that. Vanessa Williams in that.
She plays Wesley Snipes' girlfriend, and when they're shooting at him, he uses her and her pregnant body to cover himself.
Yeah.
There was a teacher in my school, my high school, Roosevelt High School.
That's where Chris Rock plays Pookie, and
Go Riders.
he's smoking crack. There's a
Um,
what?
there's a there was a teacher in my high school, and he was not a teacher of mine, but my friends. And that guy was obsessed with Vanessa Williams, everything Vanessa Williams, after she won Miss America.
Mm-hmm.
And I told my friend, bro, I think I have a copy of that Penthouse line. He goes, you have it? You have it? Oh man, let me know, man. He goes, I probably could sell it to the teacher. That fool loves her. Probably give me a better grade.
Teacher probably already had it. Look up the scene of Chris Rock in New Jack City. See if we can find that one where he's smoking crack on.
By the way, in New Jack City, never mind, I was wrong. I was about to say that he's there smoking crack with Halle Berry, but that's Jungle Fever.
No, it's Jungle Fever. He's by himself, and there he is. There it is. Best role he ever had. At this point, Pookie had never tried it, right?
No, he was a real crackhead.
Oh, he was a crackhead
He
at
just
this
fell off
point.
the wagon.
Oh, he's fell off the wagon. But before, when he first started working for him, he's not.
He was sober.
Oh,
funny,
look
man?
at that overacting.
How-
That kills
also,
me.
also, man, the cinematic message right there, showing a young black kid hitting crack, and he's wearing a American flag shirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see America, this is America. But let me tell you, man, anybody that falls off the wagon doesn't shake that much, man. But
think
except
he's
him, you know,
he's
his life's in danger.
Yeah,
so
I
yes.
think he's excited and afraid, and yeah.
Man, but when he's all high, going back to work, that's exactly how it is, man. When you smoke crack,
Because he starts stealing from him, right, in the packaging room or whatever they
no,
have.
he starts giving information to Ice-T.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But but it was funny, man. He's like, I guess they let him improvise that whole scene, because he's walking around going, man.
Yeah, play that one there.
He goes,
Don't serve that turkey no more. Oh, drove for that last guy.
Why I gotta be owing you? I was prom queen of King High School.
bitch, you a prom fiend now.
Have you used to be the prom queen? Now you ain't nothing but the prom fiend. Look at you now. Look at you. Hey, what? Hey, what? Did I hook you up? Didn't I walk down 6 blocks to get that pipe from the Iranian motherfucker who couldn't speak English, but still trying to beat me out of 5?
Okay, you could end it.
I like when you grab that whole turkey from him.
Yeah, we should do drug movies, and that'll be one of them. That's going to be an upcoming episode. And I guess we'll put Jungle Fever in there because
When I
'Cause,
first met Sarah Silverman, she told me that because she said that there was a movie theater like nearby somewhere in Times Square that's open late, and she told me she saw New Jack City like at 1 in the morning, and I was like in my head going bullshit. Nobody showed the movie that late, but I guess they did back then.
Yeah, a couple of them, yeah.
So this week we talked about well, there's
Well,
another
one,
business
yeah,
week?
another history. In 1981, the 14th San Diego Comic-Con opens at El Cortez Hotel in San Diego.
I was there.
The first Comic-Con was in 1964 in New York City. Can you believe that? But it was just focused on comic books. It was smaller. And the San Diego Comic-Con was officially started in 1970. I think they consider that like the first because it was the San Diego one, and they kind of launched that. And they derived from science fiction conventions that began during the late 1930s. People were that into that they had to have a convention. And back then, they were organized by fans on a not-for-profit basis. And these days, they're, of course, largely commercial and for-profit events. And you got a couple 100,000 people there all weekend.
That's probably where the guy from Scientology sold all his books when you were selling. They were
Probably.
paying you what 10 cents a page.
Yeah. Pulp novels, pulp fiction. But it wasn't even, he didn't consider it that fiction. He eventually turned, L. Ron Hubbard turned those sci-fi novels, if you want to call
So
them,
he made a lot of.
into his Bible, basically.
He had a lot of fans, right, for of his science fiction.
Yeah, but I don't think those, I don't know about fans. He wrote, and he wrote and published in those, whatever, they were like, kind of like Reader's Digest, where it's like a collection of stories. You could submit stories to these magazines. But he, when he started writing and creating Scientology, he forced books upon those people. They had all your account information, and they'd charge you for the book and ship it to you. And that's how he became such a high-selling author of like Dianetics. And if you ever try to read, I bought Dianetics for $0.25 at a yard sale one time when I was in college, because I was like, there were commercials showing back then. Remember, like flames, like hellfire and stuff. And what if you weren't held back by your own inhibitions and all this stuff, you know? And I was like, what is this about? What is this about? I was so interested. And I bought it, and it is hard to read. It doesn't make sense. The words don't really seem to go together. Like he uses a lot of jargon that doesn't make sense at all. In the end, it's all about self-help, and we'll do a whole Scientology episode. I don't want to get into Scientology too much, but
What else? This history.
that's it.
Oh,
We'll move on. You want to move on already? Go ahead, move on. You want to move on already? Go ahead, move on.
oh, you say you want to talk about Scientology?
No, I just didn't want to talk about Scientology. I
Oh.
was just talking about sci-fi. I mean,
Oh.
the Comic-Con. But you...
No.
Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard. Buy your copy at B. Dalton's, Walden Books, or wherever paperbacks are sold. A fresh look at today's problems.
Gotta get
I'm
attitude,
confused.
so.
I want to help you out and not talk about Scientology now. You want to
No.
talk about it later.
Yeah, I don't want
But,
to talk about too much about it. I
but
just was mentioning
As far
his
as
writing.
Comic-Con, I remember watching it when I saw the Star Wars convention, Star Wars documentary about everything. I didn't even know when they were talking about the toys. I think the Star Wars characters went to a Comic-Con to promote Star Wars before it even came out.
Really?
Yes, and
Can you look that up?
so the
Star
people-
Wars at Comic-Con?
yeah, so the fans
In the
that
70s.
were there, they were hyped about the movie already. Like it was already a big deal for the fans who knew about it. Me, I didn't know anything. I'm barely finding out about this.
Interesting.
Another thing I missed out because my dad didn't know shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. So I'm pretty sure the people that were at that Comic-Con, man, they probably got some good shit.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, it was all
There it
fan
is.
based, but
See
they
it?
didn't have any stars showing up back
Yeah, no
then.
stars.
No stars.
My bad, no stars. But look how it is. Even the font for Star Wars not even
Yeah.
a lot different.
Yeah. Remember that sketch on SNL when William Shatner goes to one of the Comic-Con? They don't call it Comic-Con, but he goes to one of the Comic-Cons. Or a Trekkie convention or something. And they're so excited because he showed up. And all the nerds are out there. And he's, what? Yeah, and that guy does that to him. Look for SNL sketch.
That right there. that was-
Trekkies,
it
Star
kind
Trek.
of like it felt like
And
okay.
William
I
Shatner.
guess don't meet your biggest hero. I
Yeah,
guess.
don't meet your heroes.
But it was like this. Keep going about the question they were
Well, yeah,
asking
they
him.
kept asking, like, in episode 236, you picked a lock. What was the combination once you figured it out? And he was like, what? And he said, look, you guys got to, I think he could show it. I think
And
that's
then,
it right there,
and then
these
it gets
shorts right
creepier.
here.
One of
The
the
short.
one of the
no,
fans
back-
goes.
yeah, there, right there.
One of the fans goes.
Having received all
I
the
heard
answers
your
from
horse
years
is having a baby. What's the name of the
many
horse?
you,
Here it is.
Some of you have traveled,
That's right.
hundreds of miles to be here. I'd just like to say, get a life, will you, people?
So he goes off on all the fans because they're all nerds.
It's just a TV show.
Look at John Lovitz
Hey,
with
look at the way you're
those
dressed.
ears.
He's so
You turned
good,
an
man.
enjoyable little job that I did as a lark for a few years
years into a colossal waste of time. You must be almost 30. Have you ever kissed a girl? When I was your age, I didn't watch television. I lived. So move out of your parents' basement.
Are you saying then that we should pay more attention to the movies?
I can't believe these people. I mean, I really can't understand what
But watch, he makes it change
That was
though.
William Shatner, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to remind you, trekkers,
A.
that
Whitney
we have
Brown.
some fine refreshments from all over the galaxy.
Like
Coke, Diet Coke.
He shows him his contract.
was a recreation of the evil Captain Kirk from episode 37, called The Enemy Within.
Yeah, so he does a 180 because he shows him the contract when he's walking out. But that's so funny. I love that sketch.
Was there another scene where they tried to attack? They tried to attack him, and then
Who does the Vulcan grip?
fucking
Kevin Nealon?
No, what's his name? The Vulcan in the show right there.
Oh, John Lovitz.
John Lovett walks up to him, go like this. You think that works?
Vulcan death grip.
But then they start asking him weird questions about personal stuff like, what's the name?
think I
You
have
ever live on a farm? What's the name of what are you gonna name the horse
Yeah.
when it's born? What?
I think
How do
that's
you
when
know
he.
about
I
my
think that's
farm?
when he lost it and
Yeah.
started going off on them when he asked
That
about the
was-
horse. I don't think we have a clip of that. The Vulcan.
William
death grip.
Shatner seems to me like somebody that will fart and then spray cologne right away, like to cover it up, like so he smell like this bear.
Like my
death.
mom's boyfriend at one point,
Yes,
Lee.
Lee.
But enough about that guy. Anything
sauce.
else? Yeah, he made me my first burrito ever, and it was fucking spicy.
Just imagine, man, the people that would go to these science fiction, man, like they knew more. Well, they must have thought about UFOs, that they were gonna be all over the place at this time this year.
Sam Tripoli would say they are.
Yeah, because I was a kid, I'll be like, I was a kid, I would watch something like a science fiction movie, and think that, oh man, and when I'm fucking this age, we're gonna be able to just eat pills for nutrients, like in the Jetsons when
Yeah.
the meals come out.
I love the
man,
Jetsons.
I
The
always wanna
Jetsons
eat like
to
that.
me was they had everything I wanted. I wanted to move there. I never dug sci-fi too much, honestly. Too much sci-fi turns me off, and I have to leave. I have to stop watching. But that idea of when they put the little, it was like a capsule, right? And then they just
Yeah.
added water, and then a whole turkey dinner or whatever. Or they had the autumn. But now they have a fake version now. Remember how Jane would put in she would just type in a code for a whole turkey dinner, let's say, and then it would just come out the other side, a conveyor belt. But now they do have these things. They're pre-made meals, though. Let's be honest. It's not a microwave, but it's like these things that are supposed to be half cooked or partially cooked, and you type in what it is onto your computer, and then onto this computerized thing, and it comes out. And it's food that's made for you. But I still feel like you're buying a product and putting it in this special oven and making it. So it doesn't quite do what Jane was doing. But I loved everything in the Jetsons. Jetsons was the Flintstones, just the space age version. And I love both of those shows. Yeah, there's a dinner machine. Yeah. So, and then they had the dishwasher, which was actually a robot washing the dishes.
This week,
Anyway, this week, I'm about watching TV here. We're talking about couples adventure movies, right?
comedy, action, adventure movies.
So, usually, we were looking for the movies where the couple is kind of in a rut, right, in their relationship. They're kind of doing the same thing. It's boring, or same pork chop night on Wednesday or whatever. They're just living the same lives day in and day out. And they decide to do something different. Just in general, they decide to do something different. And then that takes them into some other situation, either some other adventure, a deadly game, mistaken identity, whatever, something. And then they end up running getting involved into this, running away from somebody dangerous or something dangerous, and then coming together because of what they went through together, right? That's like the general formula,
Yeah.
right? And then, so that's what we looked for. There's a lot of couples things that you could go to. Like I was talking to the guys here today, and Evan said that Pineapple Express could be seen as one of those technically, because they're not a couple, but they are a friends couple. He's tied to him as his pot dealer, and then they end up being drawn into this criminal world. But this this is about couples, whether they're married or dating, and we picked a few. My favorite is probably game night for me, with Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams, Jesse Plimpton, Billy Magnussen, Lamorne Morris, a bunch of other people in this.
I didn't know about game night or couples having game night, but I remember working on a reality show where this couple is gonna get married, and that couple as a couple, boyfriend and girlfriend with other couples, they have game night, and they actually go to a place in New Jersey under the bridge, real nice bar, and they do trivia, and they play against each other or other friends that they have there, and never seen that before.
Yeah, you can play it. I'm gonna play this one.
We're down to 2 teams.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
What is the name of the
Columbus, Ohio. The first time I saw this,
You're both correct.
He always carried
Red purse.
I think I auditioned for a movie like this, or a game show,
Competitive as mine.
or a TV show.
I fell in love with him.
Oh, it's easy. He was Incredible Hulk. Eric Bana.
Oh man, did I tell you one time I was playing
Primal Fear.
Pictionary at Armando Cosillo's house,
Jesus Christ.
and I had Gabriel Iglesias my team, and we had a guy, man, named Pops, and that guy, he flew off a motorcycle when he was like 12 or 9, so he had a bad hand, and he can't really draw. So we were losing, man, because he couldn't draw. And then finally, my friend got frustrated at his drawings, and he started yelling out everything, man, camera, lights, guitar,
Trying to guess what it is.
yeah, pictures. And then the guy that was drawing looked at him and said, "Come on, man, think."
No, Ryan, the whole car.
Yeah, man.
I just want to wish you the best of luck tonight. Bye.
Baby, hand me those
Yeah, so
matches.
they're a group of friends who get together regularly
For
for
game
game
night.
night, and they usually invite their other neighbor, but he's kind of a fifth wheel, right? Jesse Plimpton, and Jesse's a cop. But anyway, they end up playing with Jason Bateman's brother, who's here.
Always enjoyed the camaraderie of good friends.
His brother
Really
sets up
don't
a
appreciate
fake
what we had until
kidnapping.
it's gone.
Oh, because your wife left you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his brother sets up a fake kidnapping just to kind of spice things up. And they all think it's real. Then they start to go along. They start to go into it deeper, and then they realize, wait a minute, this isn't the fake kidnapping. This is actually something
Yeah.
real that's going on.
So the movie is basically like, if
Twist-
you ever seen that
twist
movie,
after twist.
if you ever seen that movie with Bill Murray, The Man Who Knew Too Little,
Yeah.
because his brother set up a mystery theater show for him for the whole night for 2 hours, and he ended up getting mixed up with an actual murder, a real damn murder. But he has no idea because he's just following along.
Good idea. Way to pivot.
I have to see that one again.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
What's
that
the
in a
next
long
other
time.
movie?
So that's game night.
That's
and
your favorite?
that's probably my favorite out of all these.
That shit was fun, man. Because I didn't know.
Next to the out of towners.
I don't know when it was a game and when it was real.
I think that's the point. They don't either. You know, at first, like you think you're in on it. and
Oh,
then you're
man, my
really
favorite
not,
scene in
and then
that-
you're really not.
My favorite scene in that movie was when Fat Damon,
Jesse Plimpton.
Jesse Plinkett,
Plimpton.
he was like, now that's how you do a game night, right? So anyways, he ended up getting shot, right, by some real people. And then, because they really want to kill Jason Bateman's brother. And so anyway, finally when everything is settled, his brother goes, now that's how you do game night. And then he goes, what? Nah, but that would have been cool to say how it really was.
I know he
That's
just
a
wanted to have-
brother right there,
yeah.
man. A
He just wanted to
dickhead.
have the last word or the final, what do you call it? Button, I guess, on the
This.
night. The perfect statement.
Also, my favorite scene in that movie was when they're playing you know that game when you keep drinking, and if you never slept with a dog, take a drink. Boom.
Yeah.
And then that girl goes, anybody who slept with a celebrity,
Right.
take a drink. And then that guy's girlfriend didn't take a drink. You slept with a celebrity?
Yeah. They've been
Who?
together since high school. And then they broke up this one, like for a month or two. And then he learns through this drinking game that she slept with a celebrity at one point. And so he's like, who? And then he's trying to figure it all out. He's going through all sorts of names. It ends up being Denzel.
He ain't got nothing on me.
And then he's like, oh my God, you slept with Denzel Washington? And like the whole rest of the movie, he's just got this complex that his girlfriend slept with, or his wife slept with him at one point. And then she's like, it's when we were broken up and everything. Anyway, in the end, it turns out it wasn't Denzel. She was wrong. She didn't even know. She didn't even realize it was some guy at a gas station.
Just a regular guy named Darnell.
Regular guy. That was funny. But yeah, it's a good movie. Very funny, really interesting, pretty original, a lot of twists and turns, and it's good. Date Night, the next one, with Steve Carell and Tina Fey, 2010. And this is a married couple who's in a rut. You can go ahead and play that. They're in a rut, and they decide to go to a fancy restaurant, and...
You just put in your mouth guard.
I wanna watch this part.
Oh.
How lucky can one guy be?
We can still fool around.
Really?
Let me just get my head around it.
Honey, it's fine.
I mean, just
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's exactly how it is, having kids. Landing on you.
My wife and I are on a date. We were hoping to get here earlier, actually get a table.
You didn't quite make it, did you?
We'll be standing over there.
Okay, I've already forgotten about you.
All right.
Triple horn, party of two.
So they end up taking someone else's reservation.
I want tonight to be different.
Triple horn.
Us. What are you doing? We are the Triple Horns.
Great.
And then that sets them off on this adventure.
Mr. and Mrs. Triple
And now
Horn.
these people are looking for the triple horns.
Honey.
If I would rewrite this movie, I would rewrite it with them taking out somebody's Uber Eats, and inside there's money.
Yeah, like a delivery, like Rizzo delivered stuff for
Yeah.
Uber, and he never knew what was in the packages. That'd be an interesting concept for a movie. Yeah. So they get embroiled. They're all in New York. This is set in New York City.
want the kids to live with your mother. She's awful.
And
Can't believe out of hundreds of clients, you remember this one guy.
Well, I've always been good with names and faces.
Should you
That
put on a
was-
shirt?
Claire Foster.
Hey, man.
I do private security.
so
then throw
Marky
governance,
Mark
black
just helps
ops.
them out
You
here.
are
Helps
good
them
with your instruments.
get some stuff,
NYPD.
God,
get
that's
away from
them.
these guys. But they're bad cops, basically, who are trying to chase them. And it's kind of a weak ending, really. The cop sort of situation. The guys are not very good. That story isn't very developed. But I like when they're in the strip club and they're dancing in front of William Fichtner.
they think that we're you.
You just took our reservation?
What kind of people are you?
They should have showed them more.
Yeah, I like them. I like them as a
No
couple.
idea who they were dealing with.
Anyway, that's date night.
She goes, "Do you love me?" And then that what's her name opens up his shirt and goes, had a picture of her drawn. And then what's the name? Michael Scott tries to do that later on in the scene. It does it too hard.
Yeah, he has the microchip or the chip connected to his chest, and he hits it. The next one is The House with Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler. And tell me what that's about. You remember?
Yes, about this couple that they're empty nesters. Their daughter's about to go to college, and they suddenly realize they don't have the money because one of the city councilmen, he's like an embezzler. So he
It was a town scholarship.
He lost the money. So they have a friend who looks like a cracked out Aziz Ansar.
They doesn't look like Aziz Ansari at
A
all.
cracked out Aziz Ansari, like a homeless, like
No.
Aziz Ansari would grow a beard.
No.
He'll look homeless. He'll look like that guy.
No, never.
He look like the Pink Panther, man.
Jason Mantzoukas does not look like
He look like the Pink Panther. This guy.
Panther. How does he look like the Pink Panther?
Hey, that's a whisker because they have grayish right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how does he look like the Pink
Look,
Panther?
he look like the Pink Panther.
You're talking about he looks like Peter
Wild
Sellers.
Coyotes.
Peter Sellers as the Pink Panther or the cartoon?
A cartoon.
The Pink Panther.
Anyway, so that guy, he's pretty much a degenerate gambler. A degenerate gambler, and
I think he looks like the young version.
they figured out a way to make money, so they ended up having a casino in their home.
Yeah.
Just for their neighbors.
In his home, because he
in
lost
his home.
wife.
Frank,
and
his name is Frank.
He has no furniture in the house, so he's like, I'll just turn this into a casino.
They make this whole crazy. They don't want no park. They make this whole secret code to get in there, and I guess a lot of crazy stuff, man. It turns into a fight club one night.
There's some scenes. Do you have the links in that document? I didn't see them right there, but it should. If you refresh it, it should be there. There's like 3 links in there.
It was funny.
There. We don't have to show that one. Oh, yeah, we can show the opening the casino, that one. And this is what it looks like inside the house.
Give the password. Andre the Giant.
That's the passcode to get in.
Welcome.
Frank? He does actually look. He looks like
Don't get confused. It's
a
still
castaway.
Just Frank's house.
He does look like a castaway. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So he outfitted
I want
his
my
house.
hair to look like that.
What do you guys
Your hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could.
Am I,
I like
in
his
the
hair.
Bellagio right now, or am I 3 blocks from my house? I genuinely don't know.
I love Roy
I
Scovel.
don't know what's the actor's name.
Roy Scovel?
No, him right there. No, him.
Jason Mantzoukas?
Jason Mantzoukas. Yeah, he's kind of cool in every scene. Man, that guy right there, I went to an audition, and I thought it was Urkel all fat.
The Samoan guy back
No,
there?
the black dude from Reno 911.
This guy?
Yeah, he's on Reno
Yeah,
911. He's a cop.
I think he's Samoan.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
He's a cop on Reno 911. I think he's African American, black.
Okay, I'll look it up. We'll see. Well, just
He might be from Groundlings.
Why can't I ever find this? When you look up the House movie,
Everything shows up but the house
you
movie.
can't find the one that you want. That one is tough because so many things are called the House. Show the finger scene. Actually, show the woman fight scene. They have a little fight club there and betting on the fights.
What's that stand-up comedian name?
Which stand? Oh, Rory?
No, the lady in the purple fighting.
She's a comedian?
I thought that was the comedian we always see from 24.
You think that's Marilyn Ricecup?
It's not?
No.
Her right there in the purple?
No, that's not at all.
Okay.
That is Lennon Parham. I don't know who
Oh my
she
God.
is.
I'm watching this movie with my glasses. I tweeted her, man. Love you in that movie.
You did not.
Boom. That's a crazy scene right there, man. 'Cause everybody got beat up in a cellar.
He is on Reno 911. His name is Cedric Yarbrough, not Cedric. Cedric.
Yeah.
But I don't know his ethnic background. I'm sure he's black too, but I think he is also
What else?
Yeah, he's he's just a black guy.
Yep. Told you. Saw him in audition. Thought it was a big ass Urkel at first.
Yeah, I thought he was. You thought he was Urkel? No.
All big.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah!
really thought he was
Huh!
Samoan, or at least partly Samoan. I thought he even played a couple Samoan
He's
characters.
been in a lot of comedies.
Yeah.
He's great.
The next one is The Out of Towners. The first one, because I can't watch any other version of this because I think this one's perfect. And this is the one with Jack Lemmon from 1970 with Jack Lemmon and Sandy Dennis. Because I saw this as a kid and then as a teenager and then as an adult. And then they started putting out new ones with... there's the new one with 99, I think, with Goldie Hawn and Steve Martin.
Yeah, that was the first one I ever saw.
And then the newer one with Taya Leone and Jim Carrey. I feel like Jim Carrey's not a good choice for that, even though I did not watch
No,
the.
that's Dick and Jane.
I'm sorry, that's Dick and Jane. You're right. I'm wrong. Is there a newer Out of Towners?
No.
After.
I don't think so.
No, I thought there was a third one.
Maybe it was Down and Outers.
Yeah, just the two. Okay, I'm getting it mixed up with my Dick and Jane. Okay, never mind. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so this is Sandy Dennis and Jack Lemmon. You could play everything goes wrong, basically. He's got a job offer or a promotion with his company. They live in Ohio. And so he's got a promotion offer that he has to go interview for, more of a formality, the interview. And then they have to go to New York for that. And the idea is that if he gets this promotion, they'll move there to New York.
If you're watching this right now, man, and you're like 25 years younger than me, back then, man, you couldn't do no voicemail or no chat. You couldn't really see people like this. You didn't have access to other newspapers, by the way, either. So you actually have to go over there.
No Zoom, you mean? Yeah.
No Zoom.
Yeah,
You actually have to go over there and meet up with these people. And they flew him out, right? First class?
Yeah, they flew him out.
Flew him out first class, gave him a hotel. And Jack Lemmon has everything planned out, man.
Mm-hmm. He's a planner. So he's got everything planned to the minute.
We're going to have dinner at 8 o'clock at the Four Seasons.
Yeah. So everything goes wrong. They lose their luggage.
I'm not going to eat in an airplane, man, because I'm going to eat at the Four Seasons.
Yeah, he doesn't even let his wife. They're in first class. They have a free meal coming. He doesn't even let his wife eat because he's like, no. We're going to land and go straight to the Four Seasons. I have our reservation, everything. So the first thing that goes wrong is they're hovering. They're stacked. I think 15 planes are ahead of them for landing in New York because it's foggy. So then they get rerouted to Boston, and then that's a huge problem. And their luggage is. He makes her check her little carry-on that she has medication and all her important stuff in there, and she doesn't want to let go of it, but he makes her do it. Just be relaxed and free in first class. It's gonna be nice. And everything goes wrong, and they end up in New York. They have to take a train from Boston to New York, and this is them on the train. They've run out of food because too many people were also traveling too.
This movie is basically like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, exactly, but with a married couple.
But the go in this one is the job interview, and the go in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is getting to my family for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So this is the dining car.
Badass dining car, by the way. Like, I wish I was there.
Know how long we were in line?
2 hours.
2 hours. That's how long.
They were in line for the
Oh
dining car
my
for 2
God.
hours.
Can we see a menu, please?
This is Bookman from
Oh,
This is Bookman from Good Times right here, baby.
The super.
isn't that chicken?
Yeah, that's chicken. When he eats that, that's the end of the chicken.
They're out of chicken, George.
Got ham or cheese?
No ham.
Just cheese.
No cheese.
No cheese.
What do you have?
Peanut butter on white bread.
What else you got?
More peanut butter on white bread. Ran out of everything a few minutes ago, ma'am.
But don't you have anything else? My husband isn't allowed to eat peanut butter or white bread.
I got saltine crackers and green olives. That's all, ma'am. We didn't expect 350 people tonight. No, ma'am.
All right, if I bring my wife the peanut butter sandwich, I'm going to have the crackers and olives.
And 1 coffee and 1 milk.
No coffee, ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am. No coffee, no milk.
No milk. No milk.
I got tonic water and clam juice, but they ain't cold.
Do you want the clam juice?
Warm? With crackers and olives?
Never mind the drinks.
Yes, ma'am. Is that separate checks?
No, I'll pay the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
That guy in the whose head is on the
That's
back
funny.
right.
I'll pay for the whole
Dinner
thing,
at one
man.
of the best restaurants in the world. Here you are eating peanut butter on white bread with nothing to drink. If you ever get your mouth open again, I wouldn't blame you if you never talk to me.
Oh my God.
Rations.
What's wrong?
I lost my left eyelash.
That guy whose head is to the back of his head is to the camera. I read something on one of the comments on YouTube, and that this woman said, "That's Dort Clark." His name is Dort Clark. I don't know. His name is Dort, but that was the guy that when he gets in line for the dining car, he says, "Is this the end of the line?" He says, "No, looks like you are." Or he said, "Are you at the end of the line?" He said, "No, looks like you are."
Yeah.
That's his old friend, and it was this woman's dad. And she was like, "That's my dad." She said, "He and Jack were longtime buddies from their early days in New York City. My dad said he visited the set and Jack put him into this cameo and gave him some lines so Dad would get paid a full actor scale for the day." But that's the back of
Threw
his
him a
head.
bone,
Threw him a
eh?
bone. He's a friend.
Also, throughout the movie, man, he's making a list that everybody's gonna sue.
Yeah, he keeps putting people on his list. And then they also, there's a lot of Seinfeld stuff in there. Show the other clips.
A lot of
from
Seinfeld scenes in the
the
movie.
manhole cover scene when they're in the city. A lot of Seinfeld stuff that you could tell they took from it. No, that shouldn't be the... Oh, that's annoying. No. That's it. And he actually, Jack Lemmon almost, he could have gotten killed in this scene here. And he did get injured on his leg, but they kept the scene in the movie.
Why are you standing
It's
there?
a real manhole
I'm
cover.
finished, George. I can't take anymore. I have no more strength. You mean you're just going to stand there forever? At 65th Street and Central Park West? Until I die or
They're shooting on location.
Yeah, they're in the city.
She got that extra. She looked back to be in the camera.
Oh, you have to make your own decisions now, George. I choose giving up.
I choose giving
When
up.
you've got 2 children in Ohio to think about. But I'm not going to move from this spot to... What's the matter? Oh, listen. What is it? Trying to look at gas main. George, get off! I'm going to blow up! Get off! You hear me? Just get off the...
Did that really happen?
Yeah, it's a real look. It lands and hits his leg, too. And his foot. He was injured, but he kept doing the scene. But he's supposed to go deaf
she's
here
shocked
from
too,
the
huh?
explosion, yeah. The manhole cover was only supposed to go up like 8 inches. And then deafen him with the noise. But
but that was a
it
stunt
went
for
way
a
up.
stunt in the movie.
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
stunt
I
in the
thought it was
movie.
a man cover that just happened.
No,
randomly.
it didn't just happen, but it was supposed to only go up like 8 inches. And it blew off. And it goes over his head. It could have landed on his head and killed him instantly. Those things are heavy ass. And then the last scene. Oh, wait, actually, I think that's it. I think that was the manhole cover scene. Sorry, never mind. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I had them listed wrong. That's it. But that's a good one. Always a good one. The next one, European Vacation, is technically, even though it's a family vacation,
Yeah.
technically this is the most adventurous the two of them get on a trip. And they do get involved. They do get involved in some sort of like espionage and stuff.
Espionage.
Not espionage necessarily, but in a
Kidnapping.
criminal element, a kidnapping, yeah. So we can show, this is one of my favorite scenes. These are my 2 favorite scenes from the European Vacation.
I guess what we do is just drive around this circle here. It should be the second left exit.
Go
There's
into the traffic
hotel.
circle
Hey,
in
look,
London.
kids! There's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
There it is, there it is, there it is.
I know. I can't seem to get over to the left, honey. I'll
I don't
try
know
next
why
time.
you
Sorry.
decide to
Get out of
drive
this jam in a minute.
in London.
Kids, Big Ben,
Your first
Parliament
time.
again.
Big Ben. Trust me, it is that busy in that area.
Kids,
We know, Big Ben.
Parliament.
When we were in England, my Big Ben that time, there were people protesting,
Look,
but
kids,
they were not like protesting like anti-abortion. They were protesting the right to kill themselves.
it's amazing.
Like they were making it like a law that if you want to like, if you're like real sick and if you want to take your own life, you go to a hospital and they'll do it for you.
Yeah.
And some people were saying, no, that's murder. And I'm like, I was in a, every time we turned around, you're going, what the fuck? They're fighting for different shit over here.
You know, Catholics are against being able to kill yourself. But yeah, so that's usually the ones who are protesting.
That sucks to be stuck in a turn like that, been there, brother.
I love that when he's just like, I can't get over. And everybody's asleep. I don't know why I put that comment here. I don't know why I was pasting stuff in the wrong place in my document here. But anyway, so yeah, they get she gets kidnapped, and they also they have a sex tape, I guess. Yeah, she was dancing, and then she learns when she goes to Italy that she's that tape has been sold everywhere.
You know, when we were watching the movie, I noticed, I always knew that he taped her when she was in the shower in Chicago when they're at home. I always remember that scene. Mm-hmm, but I don't remember him laying the big 3-foot JVC camcorder on top of the bed. And then recording them having sex. That part, I guess I always skipped it. I never seen that part. And my favorite part of the movie is like totally true, man. Like when poor people or people that never had a lot of money get a lot of money for the first time.
It's a giant.
We buy those shittiest clothes first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when they do the fashion show. Yeah, I hate those clothes, man.
We couldn't use living up the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz.
The next.
Rusty.
I didn't pick that clip. I should have picked that clip.
People are listening to what we're talking about.
Rusty, when they wear the French berets. If we go to Paris, are you going to wear a beret?
Never.
I never would either. I don't look good in a beret.
I'm gonna be dressed like a mime.
Keeping Up with the Joneses is the next one we watched. 2016. John Hamm, Gal Gadot, who is Wonder Woman.
This movie starts off,
and every Zach Galifianakis.
Every review starts off as this movie mediocre. Go ahead with
the movie's what?
Go ahead with the cast.
I already said it.
Oh, like Zach Galifianakis. I say it.
That's how you say it.
Zach Galifianakis.
There you go.
Yeah, who is man? People don't know. People swear they only know him from The Hangover, but he's actually a funny stand-up comedian. When he was bigger, and he had a special that he did at the Purple Onion. You guys should go check it out. He played piano.
Yeah, he usually played piano in his set. One time he came out dressed as like Little Orphan Annie. I saw him in New York a long time ago, live. But so the skinny Zach Galifianakis. Zach has gotten skinny in the last few years, and the skinny Zach Galifianakis is in this movie. And I don't want to say like chubby people are naturally funny, because I've had fat friends who were actors and they were put in stuff just because they were the goofball. They were the butt of the joke, you know. My friend Pete, he literally had one of the directors in film school say, "You can't be in this. It's, fat people are funny naturally. Like, it's a drama." And so she didn't let him be in that movie. But I'm just saying that Zach, I think as a skinnier guy, doesn't really know how to find the character the funny character, you know what I mean, anymore. I feel like he doesn't know his place in a role anymore, a funny role. Because like, think of him as in Hangover, right? He's not fat here, he's chubby, but in Hangover, the funny part is that he's goofy, right? He's goofy, he's kind of
the funny part is Baby Julio.
Who?
His baby Julio. Or Carlos.
Is that the name of the baby?
Yeah.
I don't even remember the name they give him.
Oscar.
No, it's Oscar.
Oscarino.
I didn't know the baby had a
maybe
name. Carlos, there it is.
Maybe since the review of that movie always starts up as a mediocre comedy, I like the movie, man. I like it better than some of the other ones.
Yeah, it was better than a couple of the other ones, but yeah, I didn't dig it too much. Isla Fisher, I felt like, you know what?
Who's that?
Isla Fisher's the one that looks like Amy Adams, and the whole time I'm just like wishing it was Amy Adams because Isla Fisher's not as interesting.
That's his wife.
Yeah, that's Zach Galifianakis' wife.
That's not exactly.
And she looks just like Amy Adams, but
show me both of them together.
So you can't tell them apart sometimes. Like, I mean, I can.
The one on the left is married to Borat.
No, the one on the right. Well, which one? That's the one on the right. She's married to Borat. Not anymore. They got a divorce.
See, I always thought
the
it
one
was
on the left
left.
is Amy
I always
Adams.
thought it was on the left.
Amy Adams is a much better actress, and she was in a great movie called Junebug back in the day, where she plays a pregnant Southern girl, and who actually this couple comes into their lives.
That's Junebug?
And they're from New York, and she thinks they're all fancy.
The movie's called Junebug?
Yeah.
Is there a movie called Juno?
Juno, yeah.
Juno
I
and
didn't like
Junebug?
Juno as much.
So they're two different movies,
Yeah,
right?
two different movies.
Okay, good.
Junebug is...
I confused them.
Yeah, Junebug is the second one there.
I've never seen
that one. And she's heavily pregnant, and she's married to that guy. She's like a teen. They're like, not teen. They're like 20, 21, something like that. She's married to the guy from the OC. Remember that guy had a anger management problem or a temper. And then the couple on the bottom, they come back home to the South. I think somebody dies or something. And so Amy Adams, like, she's like, oh, these people are from the city. They're so fancy and they're so sophisticated. And she starts to like kind of want a life outside of this rural place where she is. But she's very naive and not very worldly. But she thinks all the life is just having kids. And
so the movie has no June bugs in it.
No June bugs. But June bugs.
They fly with them with kites.
No. I think her nickname is Junebug or something like that. I can't remember that much about the actual like every scene there. But Keeping Up with the Joneses. Okay, so anyway, it was pretty funny. Zach Galifianakis and Isla Fisher are married and kind of bored, and they send their kids off for the summer to camp. And then new neighbors come into town across the street, and she's kind of obsessed with them because they look cool and sophisticated and professional and all this stuff. And then then they get to know them, and something's off about them. You can play the trailer. Something is off about them.
This is what I love about HR. You learn these little intricacies about people.
And Zach is a lowly HR manager.
Show us the meaning of trust.
Yeah.
At a, I think it's a defense company, right?
Yeah,
Defense
government
technology,
building.
government.
Camp, I'm redesigning bathrooms. Think Brooklyn, exposed brick, and a urinal.
Meg wants me standing up again.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, see him looking at me.
New neighbors aren't wasting any time moving in, are they?
So Gal Gadot and John Hamm are the cool couple.
Hi.
We're the Joneses. Such a lovely street.
The Chinese don't even have a word for a street like this. They would say, Xingli he lingen de kuala de difong.
It sounds cool coming out of your mouth.
You don't think there's something off about them? They're both so overly accomplished and stylish.
Welcome to the Cobra Club.
A little different than you expected.
Bobby
That
Lee.
looks like a real snake. Snake one. That's
The movie like they're showing you what
Do you have tab?
the other like what if Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Smith moves right next door,
Right.
and we're more focused on the boring neighbors.
Yeah.
Do you and Jeff have a thing?
We do it really fast in case the kids come running into our room.
Hilarious.
Who are these people? We need evidence.
I just want to make sure this is not paranoia.
The wife right away notices something strange about him.
What is all this stuff?
What? He shoots her in the face.
Is that you?
A lot of the reviews said that the jokes are very predictable.
Some of it's predictable. I would agree with that.
Here's the thing about trust. Once it's gone, bad things can happen.
And then, of course, they find out that they're spies. Well, they're not really. Well, they are spies.
Oh my God. You can't be serious.
I was making a head start on your wife.
They were actually trying to catch the neighbor.
Yeah.
Because he was selling.
He was. Yeah. He was selling
government
secrets. Yeah.
Split the cookie. Split the cookie.
This tie has been fitted with a miniature surveillance mic. It's completely undetectable.
Help! Help!
Patton Oswalt plays the crime boss, right? At the
We don't
end.
get out very often, so we really like to make the most of it.
Anyway, that's it for Keeping Up with the Joneses. That's on Amazon. Most of these are on Amazon except the last one. Fun with Dick and you want to say anything more about that one?
No.
All right, Fun with Dick and Jane. That's the next one, and that's George Segal and Jane Fonda. And tell us what this is about.
Dick and Jane is just it's not a porno, first of all. Even though it sounds exactly like a adult film. No, I saw this movie with my parents. That's how old I am. And I think we saw it with Spanish subtitles.
Oh, yeah, you say you saw it in the
So
theater,
it was
huh?
Pito y Juana.
Shut up.
It was Verga y Juana. Juana y Verga. Oh, man, this movie, the only thing I remember about this movie as a kid was this. That's the first time I saw anybody pee in a movie.
Me too. Jane Fonda she comes home.
And I saw her underwear.
Oh, I
And
didn't see her underwear. But.
I know she just goes there and she takes all the money out of her underwear.
No.
Yes. They just left a bank robbery. They had just left a bank robbery, and then she runs in and she's taking all the money out and she sits in the toilet.
She doesn't have the money in her pants though, or in her underwear. She has it in her purse.
I thought it was in her purse. I thought inside of her area.
No, it's in her purse. She has to go to the bathroom, but she's telling him that she took the money, and she gives him the purse. And because they were involved in a bank robbery, they didn't rob the bank, but basically they're broke, and they need money, and they go for a loan, and all he lends them is $1,000. And the bank guy, and so because he just lost his job, they don't have any assets or anything like that, so he just gives them $1,000, and then the bank gets robbed right when he has the $1,000. So he tries to give it back to the loan officer, and because the robber sees it, so he could steal it from the loan officer and not him, so he doesn't owe the $1,000 anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she snags some money that the robbers take her for a couple blocks down the street in their car, and then she takes some of their money. And but anyway, she comes home, she pees, and she's sitting there peeing and talking to him, and I never had seen that before in a movie or a show where the woman's going to the bathroom, or anybody's going to the bathroom together where the other one's standing in the bathroom like you do as a married couple. And so she's peeing there, and she actually wipes. You don't show her wipe. I mean, they just show from the chest up, but you know what she's doing. And I was like, wow, that's like a regular person. I didn't think they never showed anybody doing regular stuff like that in movies before. Everything's so glamorous. But yeah, so they're down on their luck. They end up, you can play the trailer, and they end up robbing his boss or stealing money from his boss's slush fund.
When this movie came out, there was a lot of bank robbery movies. It was like a genre.
And a lot of broke family movies because people are getting fired and laid off.
See Dick get fired. You're fired.
He got fired by that guy who used to do Here's Johnny.
McMahon. So she gets a job for the first time, and it doesn't go well. And then they're having their house remodeled when he gets fired, so
they took all their plants.
They took all their plants and the grass and everything.
That's Pee Wee Herman right there.
That's not Pee Wee Herman. Like the Waltons.
We're gonna live on trees.
Are you kidding?
See Dick and Jane at their
So then they basically start robbing everything. Here and then
my favorite scene in that movie, and I always remember that. I always thought that scene was from Vacation, but it was actually from. Do I hear this scene?
Sounds fair to me.
There's something wrong with this album. What's wrong with it? There's a gun in it.
Yeah.
See, I like that. It's all about L.A.
It's in the valley, yeah.
That bad, huh? So if times are getting you down,
and then they start living it up.
There is where you have to drill.
There's a lot of funny ass one-liners in the movie.
And Jane Fonda looks great. Her outfits are great.
You know what's funny, man, in this movie? when he goes to the unemployment office, he recognizes one of his old employees from like that he had hired before to do gardening, and he tries to get him to do like a little unemployment scam.
Yeah, he teaches him the ropes
The
in
ropes.
the how to get through all the bureaucracy in that office to get his payments and everything, and then also to take a cash job on the side, which also doesn't go well. And this is my
As an extra.
I think this is my he's an extra in a play, right? And then the unemployment guy sees him in the play, and says you owe money.
They
on
have to
that.
apply for welfare.
Yeah,
and I didn't know that the welfare people did check up like that.
I don't think they did. But I think eventually they do check up, but it's not like random. They show up at his house at like 10 o'clock at night or whatever.
They'll tell you they're going to be there, right?
Yeah, but I don't think they do that anymore.
I'm serious. I'll be sad.
But they want to see like who all lives there. How many people live there? Who is there? Are there any income earners here in the house? You know, this is probably my favorite scene. I like this one a lot. It makes me laugh. He tries to rob this pharmacy.
Kind of a light door.
No mask.
I know this is the first crime he commits, I think. Well, it's not a crime because he actually ends up paying for stuff. He doesn't rob him.
Yes.
You thought you had crabs or what?
May I help you, sir? May you help me? Yeah.
Give me the crab, babe.
No, I think he thinks he wants to have sex with somebody, or like he gives him condoms.
I think I got what you're looking for.
He's just digging in his pants, but he's digging for his gun because his gun fell down his pant leg.
These are lubricated. Now this isn't lubricated, but it's a good one. And some of these are contoured for a better fit. We've got them in different colors. We've got cherry red, and we've got midnight blue, and we've got the rainbow.
Rainbow.
I'll take them all. Oh, yeah. Wrap them up. Well,
Wow. Some party in there.
$8.50. I wish I were as young as you are. You don't understand. What do you mean I don't understand? I'm not that old.
He's still got the gun. Now it's halfway down his leg. And then he falls down.
Now can we go home?
I came out here to do something, and I'm gonna do it.
This evening could turn out to be quite expensive, what with gas and sundry items.
All right, that's it. So they end up losing money on that. He didn't rob anybody. That's a good movie. You know what it reminds me of, this movie and movies around that time. I don't know if you ever saw what's it called? The High Cost of Living, or How to Beat the High Cost of Living. That's what it's called.
I never heard of it.
That is what this newer show called Good Girls reminds me of, the premise. I've never watched Good Girls, but these women, Jane Curtin is one. I think Paula Prentice is one of the women, and I forget the third one.
Paula Prentice.
But they're all broke, and I think they're all trying to. One of them's a single mom. One's married, but her husband's not doing. I think he's laid off or something. So they end up. They decide to rob a store. You know what those wind tunnels? Those like you get in a booth that's like a wind tunnel or a tornado or whatever, and like money flowing everywhere. Like what do you call those? I don't know what you call that, but when you walk in and then the money just flies around you because of the wind in there. So they know that there's this this mall has one of money blowing. They call it a money blowing booth. I don't even know. Blizzard. I don't know. A little tornado machine or whatever, and money's being blown around, and you try to catch as much as you can. Well, they decide to rob the actual money blower machine and to go underneath it and steal the money. You know, like you can only grab so much when you're in there, but how about we just go underneath and grab the lot of it? And so all these three housewives make a plan to go and steal that money. And that it kind of feels the same way. They're all like economically challenged, and then and they're suburban wives, and then they come up with this crime plan. And I like that. I like that movie, but it reminds me of that Dick and Jane movie. The last one we binged was Lovebirds, 2020 film for Netflix with Issa Rae and Kamal Najani, which I didn't like this one so much. They're boyfriend and girlfriend, and they break up right as they're driving down an alley and a person lands on their windshield.
He doesn't say I love you in that scene. No.
No, it was at the end. It was late.
Basically, the movie is about this couple who ran into this guy who was trying to bribe this people that have this eyes wide shut party. She didn't even know none of this.
Yeah, they were blackmailing. Yeah, they don't know anything.
There's so many funny things happening away.
Yeah, it's not that funny. There's a couple funny parts, but I felt like they didn't have any chemistry. That was my biggest problem with this. They just seemed like classmates who have to do a lab or a book report together or something, a project together. They didn't seem like people who liked each other.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to show you because they were breaking up before that guy hit the car.
Yeah, that's true. It's set in New Orleans.
Yeah, that scene was too long right there.
Yeah, way too long. But I like that guy, something Sparks. I forget his first name.
Sparks.
Matthew Sparks, Mark Sparks. I don't know. But he was in Physical. He was in The Night Of. He's in House of Cards, you said, right? House of Cards?
Yeah, House of Cards, the reporter.
Yeah.
And also the first, I guess before all that, he was this crazy Irish gangster in Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, that's right. I didn't watch that. But yeah, you're right. He's like a crony, right?
Yeah. He laughed like that all the time.
All right, they're threatening them with boiling bacon grease being poured on their face or being kicked in the chest by a horse. Which would you take? He gets kicked in the chest and then says, take the grease when they're going to. So she's about to choose the bacon grease. What would you choose? I couldn't choose between those two things.
Let me tell you, I would take the kick because I've cooked bacon before, the way that is.
I know.
And let me tell you, man, I threw a hot dog in there because I didn't know how to place it, and it burned my mouth, my face. I told you.
Yeah, your little.
And the next day was picture day.
Yeah, we have that picture somewhere.
I wore a suit for that picture. It looked like a cartel member that was tortured. I would have fucked though. That grease, man.
I don't think
it
I
would
could
burn. Forever.
I know it would burn forever. That's the thing. But you could die instantly from a kick in the chest from a horse or a kick in the head. You could die. I'm surprised you didn't die. I mean, of course it's a movie, but you would die instantly. You'd have a heart attack. What do you call that? Yeah, you'd have a heart attack basically.
But he didn't know that the horse was there, right? It was just, I'll take the door.
He said, I'll take the door. Yeah, he didn't know it was a horse. And then he said, oh, is the horse going to shit on me? And you think, because you just see the horse's butt.
Who wrote the movie?
I don't know. Michael Showalter directed it, and I like his stuff. He did Wet Hot American Summer, which is a parody of camp movies, and we're going to do a camp movie episode soon. Let's see. The Lovebirds. I don't know if you come up with it first. Michael Showalter directed it, yeah. And he
But
also
who wrote it?
wrote it. Aaron Abrams, Brendan. It's like 4 writers on here. That's never a good sign when there's more than 1 or 2 writers on there. 3 guys. Nobody ever heard of.
I don't eat bacon anymore, but that bacon that movie looked good. Because I remember seeing that much bacon, and then my uncle or my grandma, somebody, they put like a bunch of beans in there and they mush them all up.
I think I had real bacon once in my life, and I didn't like it because there was so much fat as part of the bacon. Like there's chewy parts that aren't. They never. It seemed to never.
That's the frosting.
It seemed to never. It was like not gristle, but kind of like gristle. Like it didn't. I couldn't chew it all like the way I could the meat, and I was like, "This is bacon."
That
No.
part is there to let you know, like, to tell yourself not to eat so much bacon.
Anyway, it was all right. What did you think about this one? Probably the lowest of all of them,
Yes.
right? Yeah. And I like Issa Rae, and I like Kamal Najani, but Kamal Najani as a lead, it's a bit much from him. He's a bit much. He's good in small doses. He's great in Portlandia. I think that's some of the best. In Silicon Valley, he's great. Some of the best stuff in Portlandia were his sketches when he did probably 4 or 5 appearances on there. Always as like the annoying like salesperson that upsells them and puts them into multiple tiered phone plans. And the phone plan one was crazy. And would you like nights and weekends? Or you can have it from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. You could have this, And he got all buff, which is weird. And he is skinnier and I guess buff under his clothes in this movie, but they never show his body. So because he's not supposed to be a buff guy, but Isaac says he's on steroids too, right, Isaac? He did it in 6 months. But it was also COVID though. It was COVID, so. Oh, he'd have a gym at his house, especially if he's going to be playing somebody in Marvel. They'll set him up with a gym at home.
You see before?
I don't know if that's the real before.
I see the before.
Yeah, he said he got jaw implants here for the. I don't know if he got jaw implants or maybe it's just Botox. I mean, filler, not jaw implants. Yeah, but maybe just filler.
I know people like Rodrigo Torres that would like to look like before on this one.
I don't think that's his real body for the before. I'm sure he was chubby, but that looks very photoshopped. That
You know the guy that shows up for football right there before Hell Week.
When I saw that during COVID he got all fit, it was about a year into COVID, and I was like, what the fuck did I waste my year on? Like, what did I do? I did nothing. I didn't even bake bread because they're out of flour all the time at the store. Everybody else was baking. Oh, anyway. Anything else on the movies we watched? Any other one you wish we had added? Or
Probably The Bird on a Wire. But I don't know if it's an adventure movie together.
No, that's not really. They were a couple,
And,
Bird on a Wire.
That movie with
They were exes in that
with
movie.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and what's their name? From Halloween.
True Lies.
True
with
Lies.
Jamie Lee
but
Curtis.
except that
I never saw that
except
movie.
that Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's his life.
Yeah.
He's the espionage, and his wife happened to fall into it somehow.
So she doesn't know that's his life.
She doesn't know that's life.
Jamie Lee Curtis is his wife.
Yeah, and then she's into she's involved in other adventures.
So
and she's super in shape for this movie.
How does Tom Arnold fit into it? Because he blew up after this
He's
movie.
a friend
or
of
got
Arnold
respect after it.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay.
That's probably not a government guy,
Mhm.
but he gets involved. Like he just jumps into it too.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
he
works
knows.
with him. Okay.
But Jamie Lee Curtis has no idea, right? Yeah, she has no idea.
I love Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold had a 1-season show, the best show. I laughed
His
my
best line
ass off. What was his line?
I did the movie without Roseanne's help.
That TV show that he was on, it was his show. It was called Jackie Thomas Show, and that show was so funny. And I can't remember that woman. It wasn't the girl from Frasier, Perry Gilpin. It was another woman, but. Jackie Thomas Show. He's host. It's kind of like Larry Sanders show, Gary Shandling, where he's a talk show host and kind of like Letterman sort of style guy. And it shows a lot of backstage, behind the scenes stuff and then his home life. But it only lasted a year, maybe even not a full season. And I was so sad when they took it off the air.
Before Tom Arnold got this movie, True Lies, he was on ESPN and he had his own sports show with a bunch of different comics. And that was the beginning of people actually having an opinion on sports on ESPN.
And combining comedy and
like,
sports.
He was like, I'm pretty sure he don't get credit for it, but he was actually one of the first people to have a show on ESPN where they're talking. And
his wasn't Best Damn Sports Show, was it?
I think
Best
it was.
Damn Sports Show?
No, it was. It was a show.
Or they modeled that after his show.
But I know that Joe Diaz was on there. He will get a lot of different comedians. There it is, yeah.
Oh, it was Best Damn Sports Show. Okay. Yeah, the Best Damn Sports Show was him. And then everybody after that tried to have comedians on. And then somebody realized, hey, some of these sports guys are funny. You know, like Shaq, he's funny. And him and Ernie, what's his face?
Hudson.
No, Ernie Hudson?
Johnson.
No, Ernie Johnson, the commentator guy.
Yeah, he's good.
And he's very funny. Them together are funny. And then Charles Barkley, yeah. So then they started like kind of using former athletes who were funny, and because
they got rid of the comedians after that.
Yeah, because I think it was after Dennis Miller, because he sucked so bad.
Miller did Monday Night Football.
He ran it into the ground. Yeah,
they stopped putting the comedians there full time.
Yeah, after Dennis Miller, he was throwing out the worst references.
Oh my God, the Redskins stormed into the 30-yard line like the Valkyrie and. And then people are like, what?
They don't even have Google back then. People are just trying to figure out, what is he talking about? They're looking in their encyclopedias.
Was he Vikings?
Yeah, his references were too obscure, and he wanted to show off how smart he was, I think. Dennis Miller, what a tool.
Football, when they first came out with leather, was it?
Oh, yeah, don't show
they call it pigskin?
Yeah, okay, so don't show the screen to Felipe. We're going to play a game. You ready to play a game?
Yeah.
We're going to play some TV and movie theme songs. So use your ears and not your eyes for this. You tell me what the show is. It's not there are no movies. It's all shows.
Ghost Eraser?
No. Animals.
Oh, that's Orange and New Black.
Yes. I love that song.
That's the extended version.
That's Regina Spektor. You've Got Time. Orange is the New Black. Very good. What about this one?
Welcome back, Carter.
Welcome back, Carter.
Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter.
I'm Gabe Kaplan.
Man, when I watch Welcome Back, Kotter, I'm not a guy, but I want to be as cool as John Travolta.
What do you want to say as cool as Mr. Carter?
My favorite line in King of the Hill is my favorite line in King of the Hill is when Peggy says, Peggy tries to go back to teaching. I think Isaac, is that the paddling Peggy episode when she paddles the student, and then she gets fired later, or she's, I don't know, but she's like, I wanted to be like Welcome Back, Kotter, but now I'm just like the real Gabe Kaplan. I'm a loser. Gabe Kaplan was the star of Welcome Back, Kotter. He was a comedian. He got that show, and I don't think he ever did anything else after that show.
Stand-up comedy. No, actually, he's a professional poker player.
Well, now? Oh, okay. Well, he did well for himself, I guess. But
he won championships.
I love that episode.
And he announces the big one.
Oh, he announces some of the poker tournaments? Okay. All right, next one. Oh, you have that scene? That's just paddling. Okay.
When he pinches her.
Yeah, that's when he pinches her. Or he pantses her.
Oh, my God.
And then she paddles him.
I'll never go back to school. The Great American Hero. Suddenly I'm leaving myself.
Suddenly I'm on
the
top
eye
of the world.
Should it be somebody else? Believe it or not, they're sending me back. What? Walking on air. I never thought I would be
So free.
I
Flying
was hanging
away.
out at Home Depot. Who could it be?
It's just me.
That's a Weekend of George song.
Yeah, that's George. Find George Costanza. Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep.
Where could it be? Where
There it
could
is.
he be?
I love when he's acting out. He's eating popcorn, listening to the message, and he's like, when he says, "Who could it be?" He's like acting out the message. Please leave a message at the beep. Where could I be? What?
I lost lots of friends because people had messages like that back in the day, and I would leave a message going, first of all, man, fuck you in that message. All right, anyways, man, where you at, dog?
Oh, that's funny. Anyway. Okay, next song. Your
Golden
heart
Girls?
is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Andrew Gold, thank you for being a friend. That's not him singing, but he wrote this. Fight it every bound you knew. You would see the biggest gift would be from me.
When this show came on, was the baby boomers that age?
No, baby boomers.
The baby boomer parents were that age?
Baby boomers' parents were that age.
That age.
That age.
So their parents were old enough to watch this show and like be. They could get it.
Those women were retired.
Yeah.
So, although Blanche was like 50, she's my age. She was younger than me when she was on that show, and
she lived a week in one day.
But she, Dorothy, they're all retired though. They're playing 60s.
The lady playing like a 60-year-old there?
Yeah. Rue McClanahan. But, she was chosen because B. Arthur had Rue McClanahan on Maude back in the day. Rue McClanahan was her friend then. And so they had a chemistry already.
Could it be? It's just Maude.
But, so that, honestly, it's kind of like Sex and the City, that show, because Charlotte is Dorothy. I'm sorry, Charlotte is Betty White, right? Charlotte from Sex and the City. You never watched Sex and the City, huh? And then
I know who they are.
I mean, it's not really like Sex and the City perfectly, but then Blanche is like Samantha
Retired
on Sex and the
Sex
City.
and the City.
Yeah. Yeah. And then so yeah, there you go.
I see it.
But they live in Florida and whatnot. They're retired. And then Sophia is supposed to be even older, but she was about the same age as all of them.
You
Okay.
went to a show with, where they were trans men.
I went. They weren't trans. They were drag queens.
Drag queens, yeah.
Big difference. But this show was the best show. We saw an ad for it in San Francisco, and it wasn't playing at the time, though. So when we got back to L.A., I looked for reservations, and I took your brother and his boyfriend at the time. He wasn't married to him yet. And it's called
Your mom
Golden
went
Girl. No, not your mom, but your sister. I took your sister, your
Oh.
brother, and then David, his boyfriend. And it's called Golden Girls Live, girls with a Z, but it's all that's the third picture there. That's them. Yeah, that's them right there. And that's Jackie Beats before she died. And she played she is a he, and he lives his life like a man, but anyway, they were really good. And the great thing of that's Sam Pancake down there in the bottom right, and he played Sophia. And he played Sophia when I saw it. Sam Pancake is the one in Seinfeld when she sneezes and George says, "God bless you."
Yeah.
And she cheats on her husband. He's her husband. But anyway, So it's drag queens playing the Golden Girls, and I tell you, the guy who played Dorothy is perfect, and the clothes were perfect. So they actually take a real script from the Golden Girls, and they do the whole episode, and that's the show. And they have commercial breaks as act breaks in the play. It's not a play, but kind of. And the commercial breaks are real old commercials from the time that would have been airing during that time. And so they really show the commercials.
There's a picture of me with the new Golden Girls live somewhere on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I met them.
That was on your Instagram.
They were performing live somewhere.
Yeah, because Jackie Beats died, and then they they replaced her, or they replaced him. But it was good. It was a good show. If you ever get a chance to see Golden Girls live, or Point Break live,
or Blood In, Blood Out live,
which doesn't exist, but the other two do. And if you ever get a chance to see those, go see them because they're fun. But Blood In, Blood Out live, we should do it. I know, we should make it. It takes a lot of fucking work to write a. Although you wouldn't have to really, you just pick an hour out of the movie to highlight. All right, next song in this game that's lasting forever. I could tell it from that first note. Face to face, a couple of paws. We're two of a kind, making it all together. We're gonna find our way.
Bosom Buddies?
No, they said the line in the song right there.
Missed
A
it.
couple of silver spoons.
Oh, I didn't know the song. Sorry.
Things you
I never got
just
to see
can't
it.
buy.
That show will come out when my parents was watching another, a Spanish show. So we had like a little bit of time to change it back to the fucking English station. So we missed the opening.
Can I tell you, I never got to really watch a full episode of anything because my mother had problems. And my mother always controlled the remote. And she
we didn't
would.
have a remote. I just thought they're changing it for my phone.
Yeah, I did that sometimes.
Throw a
But
rock at me.
she would. My mother would change the channel. I mean, it was like if the way you scroll through social media, that's her changing the channels all day, all day, all day, all day. You think she's gonna land on something, and she changes it, and you just go, oh, can we just watch one episode of something all the way through? Never made it through an episode with her.
3 seconds of everything, right?
Everything.
That's all you need.
3 seconds. That's all she needed. There are other people in the room. There's like 3 kids and my grandmother just waiting to watch something. That's why I can't watch you scroll through Netflix or something to look for something because it messes with me mentally. I can't do it. It makes me so mad. I have to have a plan to watch something. We're going to sit and watch it, you know? But I can't scroll through stuff. I can't scroll through the internet really, through social media too much either because it messes with my head.
Life
like
do not start your convenience, you miserable piece of shit.
But I love Silver Spoons because that house was a dream house, right?
Man,
the train going through the house. He had a little train in his house.
That movie made me think that every white person in America was rich.
Oh, me too. Well, there were a lot of things that made me think that.
Then you go to Downey. But man, I wanted that little train that takes you to the bathroom.
Yeah, they had a little train. He was a toy. Joel Silver played he's not Joel Silver. What's his name? I forget his name.
It was a good ass show.
Joel.
Ricky Schroeder.
Whoever played the dad. But he was a toy
Justin
executive, right? He made toys or designed toys.
Yeah,
he was a big kid himself, and he's like a single dad. I don't think they ever explained what happened to his mom.
No.
Right?
And the idea for Stewie is in that movie too. The old man.
John Houseman.
John
Houseman is the inspiration for Stewie Griffin. Yeah.
Yes, because in a Bionic Man and Bionic Woman mashup, I've created the weather machine. Look out the window. Yeah. And it was sunny, and then it was right away that made it turn it into a hurricane.
Scroll up a little bit and go back with the 2 boys, Ricky and Derek are down further.
That's Justin Bateman.
Justin Bateman right here. And he played Derek. And he was so good. He's the first I think his first role, and he was an asshole. And Justin Bateman should always play assholes.
Guess it is. Yeah.
And Derek's moving, but
Man, we've had some good times together, haven't we?
look how little he is, man. Both
We
of
sure
them.
have. Rick,
Look, Isaac.
this is
See him?
my last chance to ask you a question that's
So little.
it's been on my mind for a long time. Since we've known each other, there may have been two instances when I may have been a little hard to take. No.
I think they wanted to do Richie Rich,
Yeah.
and they couldn't do Richie Rich, so they did Silver Spoon.
Yeah.
No matter how many
You can
rotten, dirty
end
tricks
it.
that I pull on you.
But he was a jerk to him, even though he was kind of his friend, but he just kept him around, even though he was mean to him. But
Did they ever meet up with Different Strokes? This show?
no.
That would have been good. Mr. Drummond would have said, "I could ruin your life too." All his kids end up being failures.
That's true. Every one of them. Well, yeah, that's true. Poor Gary Coleman. That
Except
wasn't
Gary
his
Coleman,
choice. He was in a bad position because of his parents. His parents took all his money. But Todd Bridges and Dana Plato both. Todd, it's so weird. Todd's the last man standing out of all those people, and he was the most messed up at the time. And but he made it out.
He made it out.
He made it out. Poor Dana Plato. I feel so bad for her the most. And she OD'd at her parents' house, but I think her son killed himself not too long after she died. He was really torn up about it. But poor kids. Next one. We have 2 more songs. Sorry, I'm talking too much about the shows these are part of.
Wonder Years.
Wonder Years. Yeah. Little help from my friends, Joe Cocker version. I love this show. I think we can get Olivia Dabo on What's Up Fool, maybe. Rizzo did some project with her, some commercial or something that he did. But she hasn't done much since this show. Next one. There's one more, right? It was right before Wonder Years, but after Silver Spoons. This is the last one. I don't know if you'll get this one. I don't know if you watch this show that much. Leon Russell does the theme.
Streaks on the china, never
I must have Babadook.
Yeah, there you go.
when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door.
No one there. All right, there you go. This guy appeared out of nowhere, but I guess he was a British comedian or something, right?
Yeah, what's his name?
James Hewitt.
I guess.
And then it was Bob Euchre's vehicle, though. It was his show, really.
So Bobby was rich enough to have a butler in that movie?
I know. How were they that rich to have a butler? And he was a manny, too. He was not just a butler. He took care of them, the kids. Or there's really only one kid to take care of. The other 2 are teenagers. They could have taken care of that kid.
For a while, people thought that little kid was Marilyn Manson all grown up.
The little kid or the
Yeah,
teenager?
the little kid.
Oh, really?
People-
I never heard
for,
that.
For a lot of time, that was like something that went viral before internet.
That's
That they
funny.
thought-
That kid, they
Yeah,
thought he was Marilyn
They
Manson.
thought he was Marilyn Manson. But in actuality, he's Tom Segura.
That's him on the top left, that grown up
What's
there.
his name again? In the character, in the movie, in the show?
Oh, I don't
Willis?
remember. Wesley. There it is.
Wesley. Yeah,
Wesley. Yeah. I know. Why would they ever think he was Marilyn Manson? Yeah, I would
Oh, the
think him.
brother,
I would
my
think.
bad.
Yeah, I would think he has the better face for a comparison to Marilyn Manson. The real Marilyn Manson without the makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy in the middle, him. Yeah,
That's the one. I'm
Yeah.
all wrong.
yeah, his face matches him more.
He just died, Bob Euchre.
Bob Euchre died, yeah, a couple of years ago. All
He
right.
was in the wrong coffin. He said he should have been in the front row.
That's all I got. What do you have? Anything else
On what?
about the show? Is that it? It's been an hour and a half. This
Yeah,
episode.
see, that's it.
Okay. All right. Well,
People
we'll
are
see
turning
you
off. Fuck
next.
you.
They already turned off. They're not even here. Not even here. Okay. Bye. We'll see you next week.
Do you even binge?
Do you even binge, bro?